Today on Rappler. The Senate Majority Bloc announces committee leaderships, with neophyte Senator Rodante Marcoleta heading the coveted Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. House Speaker Martin Romualdez promises to open bicam deliberations on the 2026 budget. Labor groups say President Marcos failed to address labor's key demands in his 2025 SONA. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is now the highest grossing country tour of all time. And Les Misérables is coming to Manila. The Senate Majority Bloc announces committee leaderships on the second session day of the 20th Congress. Neophyte Senator Rodante Marcoleta is elected as the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee chairman, while siblings Camille and Mark Villar are elected to chair the Environment and Public Works Committees respectively. Also notable are the elections of Senator Bam Aquino to chair the Basic Education Committee, while Senator Kiko Pangilinan will chair the Agriculture Committee. Committee chairmanships for the Minority Bloc, led by Senate Minority Leader Tito Soto, have yet to be announced. Meantime, Senate President Cheese Escudero says the Senate will vote on the Supreme Court's decision to bar Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment trial on August 6.
For the record, it was agreed in caucus that the matter will be decided upon by the Senate on August 6, 2025, when we open session on that date.
The delay, Escudero says, is to, quote, afford ample and sufficient time to the members to review the 97-page decision, excluding the concurring opinions filed by Supreme Court magistrates. On Friday, July 25, the SC voted unanimously to grant the petition seeking to stop the impeachment proceedings against the Vice President, citing violations of the one-year bar rule. House Speaker Martin Romualdez pledges to make the bicameral conference committee deliberations on the 2026 budget public. This comes after the hashtag #OpenBicam campaign gained traction on social media, calling for transparency to avoid last-minute surprises in the General Appropriations Bill.
We will open the bicameral conference to civil society observers because transparency is not just a value, it is a weapon against corruption. Hindi lang natin bubuksan ng Kongreso para sa mga mamamayan at magbabantay ng budget. Mapapanood din nila ang lahat ng diskusyon sa telebisyon at sa mga social media platforms.
In his State of the Nation address, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. told Congress that he would not sign a budget proposal that was not aligned with his administration's programs. The passage of the 2025 budget was plagued with controversy. In December, the president vetoed almost 200 billion pesos from the measure. Blanks in the bicameral conference committee report containing amendments to the budget also drew criticism. Several labor groups expressed disappointment after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. delivered his fourth State of the Nation address on Monday, July 28, saying he failed to address labor's key demands. Trade Union Sentro ng mga Nagkakaisa at Progresibong Manggagawa, Partido Manggagawa, and Federation of Free Workers point out that Marcos once again ignored the proposed legislated wage hike, just like he did in his 2024 SONA. Workers keep on pressing for a legislated wage hike of 200 pesos, as well as the passage of the Security of Tenure Bill, but to no avail. In Rappler's special SONA coverage, FFW Vice President Julius Cainglet says that after the speech, many workers messaged him, upset that there were no clear statements focused on workers. Centro says that while Marcos talked about helping workers, he didn't mention key issues like wage hikes, ending contractualization, a public jobs program, or a strong industrial policy. Ending contractualization was one of Marcos's campaign promises in 2022. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour is now the highest-grossing country tour of all time, with over $400 million in revenue. She made history as the first woman and American act to have two different tours earn over $400 million. There were 32 sold-out stadium shows across North America, the UK, and Europe that grossed over $400 million. The singer also becomes the highest-grossing black artist of all time and the highest-grossing R&B artist of all time. Beyonce finishes her record-breaking tour in Las Vegas with special appearances from her husband, rapper Jay-Z, her former R&B girl group Destiny's Child, and country singer Shabuzi. Throughout her tour, she has paid homage to Black American contributions to country music. The artist has openly spoken about not feeling welcomed in the country genre despite her Texas roots, after becoming the first black woman to win Best Country Album at the 2025 Grammy Awards. Les Misérables will hit the Philippine stage soon. Cameron McIntosh, in association with Nick Grace Management and GMG Productions, will bring the musical to the theater at Soler, Parañaque City from January 20 to February 15, 2026. The production features new set and lighting designs with over 110 local and international theater artists involved. Final casting details are still to be announced. In celebration of its 40th anniversary at the London Sondheim Theatre, the Les Misérables World Tour Spectacular is expanded from the Les Misérables the stage concert's successful run in the West End. Loved by many Filipinos, Les Misérables has featured Filipino theater stars like Lea Salonga and Rachel Ann Go in the challenging roles of Fantine and Eponine in Broadway and West End revivals, as well as international tours. Les Misérables is an original musical written by Boublil and Schonberg based on Victor Hugo's 1862 novel of the same name. It explores social injustice in 19th century France and the storm caused by the French Revolution. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Raptor's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.